We should have ended up together. We should have had a huge smashing affair. But there was no time, and Julie had her children with her, which is most inconvenient, I thought.
You really cannot create chemistry. So how soon before that actually happened, that chemistry?
Well, I was in awe of this gentleman. I mean, a very, very famous dramatic actor, and here I was just a musical songstress, and I really, and honest to God, that's the way I felt anyway. And I was very nervous about meeting him, but...
Because you were 28 at the time, right?
Was I?
Yes, you were.
That's right.
Yes, you were 28 at the time.
And I'd fallen in love with her in My Fair Lady on Broadway. So I had a crush for her forever. But when we did meet on The Sound of Music, she had just had a child. So I had to stay arm's length. Arms? What am I talking about? Full length away from her. But it was a little bit like an awful tease.
Really?
I couldn't do anything, you know?
And I said, oh, please let him say yes, because I knew, A, that he would be wonderful and that he would bring something to the film, and that would be a kind of astringent quality that was really necessary.
Just remember one thing, and that was a young lady many years ago standing alone on a stage on Broadway, singing in one single light in a shimmering moment of magic. One of the most magical moments that has ever been locked in my memory in the theater, singing I Could Have Danced All Night. Julie, you're a miracle. It's an honor and an absolute gas to know you.
Oh, thank you.
I want to also ask you about your former co-star, Christopher Plummer, being nominated for an Oscar at 88 years old.
Well, it doesn't surprise me. He gets better and better and better.
Julie, 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 when are you going to stop winning all these awards? Anyway, congratulations from my bottom of my heart. And I just want to tell you that you are a great friend and always will be, a great star and a great human, and it couldn't happen to a nicer dame.
Chris was such a wonderful actor. We became great friends, really, until he passed away fairly recently. We saw each other a lot, we knew each other. He stayed a friend, and it was very pleasant.
And I loved Julie. I thought she was an extraordinary star and an extraordinary professional. And I've always liked My Fair Lady, and I went on adoring her.
Absolutely. Oh, that was one of the reasons I decided to do it. If it had been, honestly, anyone else, I wouldn't have done it because of Julie Andrews.
You're the parents of these kids!
On DVD, what does that mean?
But, you know...
Try not to look too dated, dear.
I don't know how you did it and carried the movie at the same time. It's extraordinary.
No, come on, Chris. Oh, 40 years.
Yes, and neither of us are a day older.
How lovely
Isn't it
you are.
wonderful?
I guess after all that time, we did do something rather good as Maria and the Captain. Maria, it was Maria that said it. I must have done something good. I think we did.
He was a self-admitted curmudgeon during this movie.
Well, what makes you think anything has changed? But a very dear one and a very good friend.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.